Hi guys, welcome to another video. This is probably the most requested video I think we've ever had, and it's actually a walk around and review of our build of the 79 series. With Mick's work schedule at the moment, we haven't had a chance to do it, so I am going to attempt to do a walkthrough and a review, I guess, of the modifications that we made to the car and the little tweaks that we've made. It's probably going to be in a two-part video. At the end, I'll put the tweaks that we made to the car after a few little trips that we made before we did our big trip out to Cameron's Corner in October. So bear with me, because hopefully I get all the technology and terminology right on the modifications that we did. If I leave anything out, or you think I've left anything out, just post it in the comments below, and between Mick and myself, we'll get back to you and answer those questions as soon as we possibly can. So sit back. I'll do a bit of a walkthrough and tell you the modifications that we've done and what we've done to tweak it to make it perfect. Also, just before I get into the video, this build is 100% funded by us. We have no sponsors, nothing's been given to us. Anything that's on this car we have fully paid for 100% ourselves. So we have no sponsors, no one's given us anything. So this car and this build is 100% of what we wanted on this car. So we'll be able to give you, if you want to ask any questions, we'll be able to give you a full 100% honest review on anything that we've got on the car and how it works. Okay, thanks for watching the video, guys, and hope you like the review.
The 79 series protected with a colour-coded TJM T13 Outback bull bar, TJM brush rails and side steps, which have big chunky 63mm tubing to make this 79 series look a little bit more bulletproof. The tray and canopy setup was done by the boys at Mitt's Alloy. The tray dimensions is 2100mm long by 1870 wide, and the canopy is 2100 long by 1870 wide by 1100 high. Also has a 900mm trundle tray. Performance modifications include a Safari airbox snorkel which feeds fresh air into a Patrol Docker stainless steel airbox. The intercooler was upgraded to a HPD S2 top mount unit to keep the airflow nice and cool. The power is also dialed up a lot quicker with the fitment of an iDrive unit for extra throttle response and drivability. Engine protection is courtesy of a Diesel Care secondary fuel filter and a HPD billet alloy catch can. A clutch upgrade was also a necessity, and an NPC 1300 Nm upgrade kit is now part of the parcel of the J-Max kit. As is the stopping power, and the big GVM kits also include an upgrade hydraulic brake booster, a Harpop diff breather kit to both diffs, transmission and transfer case, prevent water ingress into vitals as well. A Torque 3.5-inch stainless steel exhaust designed especially for the J-Max exhaust routing was also fitted from the DPF back for better exhaust flow. We have a J-Max 300mm chassis extension and coil conversion. We run the King's 2.5 suspension with remote reservoir. This ups the GVM from 3,300 kilo to 4.495, and towing capacity is also upped 500 kilo to 4 ton. The ride infringement and axle articulation is increased from the coils with the big remote rear shocks and airbags in the rear, also aiding with towing and soaking up the corrugation on the long stretches. The 79 series rolls around on a set of Method 305 NVHD machine-faced wheels wrapped in BF Goodrich KM3 tyres, which measure in at 315 by 70 on a rim 17 by 9. There's an ARB twin compressor and a 3-litre air tank controlled by an Airbag Man air control kit, which takes care of the tyre inflation as well as supply to the airbags, all mounted in one of the rear toolboxes. The canopy is also fitted with central locking. We have Steady Type X Pro driving lights up front and a steady 50-inch double row light bar mounted to the Rhino Pioneer platform. There's also two side-mounted Steady Micro 13.4-inch light bars for the lighting up of campsite. Chrome clear view mirrors have also been fitted. Recovery is handled by a carbon 12,000 pound winch with synthetic rope mounted in a TJM bar, fitted with a Factor 55 flat link shackle, as well as the rear mounted carbon 12,000 pound winch with the Factor 55 Pro Link shackle, which has been cradled integrated onto the J-Max chassis. A poly water tank has been fitted between the cab and the canopy for those long-range trips, as well as a Brown Davis 180 long-range tank which has been designed specifically for the unique requirements of the J-Max rear end. We have a 200 amp lithium battery managed by a TJM 25 amp DC-DC battery charger mounted behind the seats. We also have an Enerdrive 200 amp hour lithium battery managed by Enerdrive 40 amp AC and DC board with a simmering panel mounted inside the canopy. In addition to this, we also have two 250 watt solar panels mounted to the roof. This setup powers a 200 watt Enerdrive inverter and all the 12 power we could ever need while we're out on the tracks. Other touring mods include the Darche High View 1600 rooftop tent, 270 Eclipse awning on the passenger side and Eclipse 2x2.5 metre side awning on the driver's side. Roof mounted max tracks and shovel holder are mounted to the Rhino Pioneer platform. The canopy is also fitted with two 100 litre upright Engle fridges, along with a pantry drawer and prep table with a shelf above for the kitchen side. On the driver's side, it's been left open with just a shelf so we can get our mountain bikes in. Interior mods started with a whole inside being stripped out and Dynamat Extreme sound insulation fitted. Department of Interior centre console and rear seat side consoles were fitted, as well as a cruiser console, overhead console with touch lights. A GME UHF radio running a GME antenna and a Cell-Fi mobile phone repeater with a GME antenna has also been fitted. The factory auto system was swapped out for an Alpine touchscreen unit with HEMA maps built in and a speaker upgrade to DB drive units. The factory front seats were ditched for Recaro buckets and the rear bench received a leather retrim to match the front seats. Not only did the Recaros look $1 million, but they added bolster and lumbar support, which means you can spend more time in the saddle for those long touring trips. After a few quick trips, we decided to change our Darche rooftop tent out for the Bush Company Black Series Max tent. Solar panels then got remounted, one onto the Pioneer Rhino rack and the other onto the new rooftop tent. For our extra long touring trips, we found that it was best if we put some drawers in the driver's side. So the boys from Mitts Alloy made 3 drawers for us to put in there. We also put in a 12-volt oven, and the boys from Mitts also made a cover for the 900 trundle drawer as an extra prep space for us. I hope you all liked the walkthrough of the build of the 79 series, and I hope you can all join us for our future adventures touring around Australia in the coming years.